Nama aku Farhi Salman.
Nama aku Safra Syam.
Dan nama aku Tengku Nas.
And welcome to the
3 by Show.
City Man, City Man, City Man, City Man, City Man.
Or least.
Selamat datang, selamat kembali kepada 3 by Show.
Ada lambat sikit. Delay sikit.
Jauh sikit.
How are you, brother?
Very good, Alhamdulillah. So we haven't been recording for a week.
Yes.
So why? Kenapa kita tak record for a week?
Sebab ketibaannya bulan Ramadan.
Ya. Salam Ramadan kepada semua ya.
Pendengar kami.
Ya.
Ramadan Karim.
Ramadan Karim, Ramadan Mubarak.
Yes,
kepada
Karim
semua.
Benzema.
Bukan.
Okay.
Hari kita ada special guest lagi.
The same guest we had
Yes.
on the previous episode.
Okay, so for us, please introduce the person.
Do we have the audio for her?
We do, of course.
Alright, please welcome Queen of India, Kak Queen.
Selamat datang lagi kepada 3 by Show, Kak Queen.
So glad to be here.
Macam suka sangat je dengan 3 by.
Oh, Kak Queen sayang 3 by ya.
Actually tak berapa suka, tapi macam terpaksa.
Oh, okay. Sebelum tu saya nak bagi tahu pintu keluar kat sana. Okay, so for this very special episode, we have Kak Queen again back in our studio with us. But this time round we're not talking about Kak Queen herself.
Yes, correct.
This time round kita ada Kak Queen punya kawan who reach out to Kak Queen and want to share her story.
Correct.
So without further ado, we let Kak Queen to do the introduction lah.
Yes.
Silakan Kak Queen.
Okay. Hi, Assalamualaikum semua. I'm so glad 3 by is willing to take up this particular story, this journey with the particular guest that we're talking about, iaitu Kak Lynn.
No problem.
Okay.
No problem.
Yeah. So I'm so glad. Ribuan terima kasih 3 by. Sebab apa? I was actually looking for a platform that is willing to do extra mile for someone who's really in need. Yeah. And I think this story is definitely going to be reached out nationally.
InsyaAllah, that's what we hope
InsyaAllah,
for.
nationally
Nationally dan international lah.
InsyaAllah international, betul. Ya,
And
insyaAllah.
then when Kak Queen approach us with this episode kan,
An opportunity.
I feel lah macam 3 by has made her comfortable with us.
Yes.
Of course.
She's like on that level with us that macam, you know what, let me approach 3 by. I feel like they are
Correct.
okay with it.
Even though
baru episode 2 episode je kita record before this.
Even though dia tak sayang kita yang tadi dia cakap. Dia tak balik.
Come on lah bro.
The
3 by,
moment,
bro.
no, but the moment you all said yes to me, I believe it's mutual.
Mutual. Yalah,
It's,
mutual.
yeah, right.
Mutual.
So I'm so glad kita saling sayang menyayangi.
Betul.
Kan
Yeah.
PAMS.
Betul. Dia jangan PMS sudah, dia biar PMS. Okay.
Kalau PMS kakak seorang ke? Kita dua tak ada. Jangan masuk campur.
1, 2, 3, 4 tau.
Ada geng. Jangan.
4. Okay. So anyway, today we are bringing Queen Zazuza and as well as 3 by is bringing forward a story about a single mother, a mother of 2.
Yes.
Kak Lynn iaitu now struggling not only financially tapi at the same time Kak Lynn is facing a lot more difficulties behind closed door. So Alhamdulillah, Safaras, myself and also DJ MS Hafiz managed to visit. We visited her
Yes, correct.
last Friday.
Correct.
Last Friday. About a week ago. So we managed to speak to the family, of course. And once the video is out, it will be followed by the podcast with 3 by, which is today lah. Okay. So Kak Lynn is here today with 2 of her children, iaitu Christina as well as Aryan. Handsome Aryan. Okay. Handsome Okay. So
Macam siapa tau? Macam Arya.
Arya?
Ni Tamil main Hindustan. Tamil main actor.
Arya.
Arya.
Kenapa aku tak kenal
Kak Lee also setuju kan?
That's
Macam Arya kan?
Correct.
Kak
Macam
Queen tak
Aryan,
tengok
eh?
timer
Aryan.
sangat Kak Queen.
Dah tak perlu sangat.
Tak lah, Kak Queen asyik tengok TikTok ke.
It's actually because of him I put his name Aryan.
Oh, really?
Masya Allah.
Oh,
Okay.
Masya Allah.
Wah.
Kira dulu time Kak Lee tengah mengandungkan Aryan, asyik
Ya,
buka Arya.
Dekat sikit.
Oh, dekat sikit. Oh, marah.
Okay, so kita nak ucap ribuan terima kasih kepada Kak Lin sebab setuju menerima jemputan kami untuk to be part of our podcast, to share your story, and hopefully it will be a fruitful one after this episode is being released lah.
InsyaAllah.
InsyaAllah.
Okay, can
Can
we
we
have Kak Queen to introduce what we are trying to do here today?
Okay, first and foremost, I think we would just straight come to the point. Kita tanya Kak Lin a few questions so that semua viewers kita juga or listeners will be able to understand the background lah.
Dia tak ada a bit around the bush,
Tak nak
A to Z, tak ada,
Straight cut.
masuk.
straight cut masuk. Betul. Okay. So Kak Lin, can you please share with us tentang kehidupan Kak Lin sekarang? Kak Lin sekarang duduk di Tampines kan?
Ya, saya.
Okay. So rumah tu rumah sewa?
Ya.
Okay, macam mana Kak Lin dapat tu rumah sewa?
Okay. But then before this, we stay in JB. So before we come to Singapore, we want to get a house. But we go direct to HDB, we cannot get it. So we have to go by social worker.
Okay.
And from there, we go from my mother's side, it's Hougang. So we meet a social worker from there. And after meet them, then they approach the HDB. So for 5 months, we have to wait in JB. Then in December 2019, we come back to Singapore.
We get the house.
Understand.
Yes.
So sekarang rumah Kak Lin is rumah sewa direct from HDB kan?
Yes.
Tak ada bilik, just a one room
Yeah,
flat.
one room flat.
One room flat. Okay.
Rumah L lah.
Rumah L okay. So at the same time, untuk sekarang keadaan Kak Lin ni kan under financial help, betul?
Yes.
Okay, so I just want to ask, is the financial help coming your way on time dan adakah ia memadai buat masa sekarang?
No, it's quite difficult lah because sometimes every 3 months I have to renew, or sometimes even 6 months we have to renew.
Okay.
It's not like last time I hear from one of my friends also say that from like ada anak yang sakit,
Ya, Kak Lin.
then you can proceed for 1 year, or is it for life also? Kalau dia punya sakit yang tak boleh baik, is for life dia punya penyakit. It's
Sebagai pertolongan
Kak
ke?
Lin,
Yeah.
Kak Lin berbual dekat sikit.
okay.
I think the mic apa ni?
Tolak sikit. Ah, yes.
Okay.
Berbual Kak Lin.
Sambung
Kak Lin.
So yeah, quite difficult lah. Every 3 months or 3 months, and I have to renew again.
Okay.
So it's more macam it's a tiring phase where
Yeah,
process
everything-
whereby every 3 bulan Kak Lin nak kena
Correct.
turun, and then nak kena macam apply appeal, that kind of stuff lah. So it's not like a direct macam auto renewal.
No. It's, the process is the same lah. Everything you have to redo again and again. The same process lah. Keep asking me what, how is your life, this and that. Can you cope or not? All the same lah.
So
Same.
it's like macam soalan yang sama tiap-tiap 3 bulan.
Every 3 months or 6 months.
Okay, boleh saya tanya, Kak Lin, where do you go to like to do this like macam renewal?
Oh, it's at Tampines Hub.
Tampines lah.
SSO.
Alright.
Home care.
Okay, at least still at Tampines lah.
Yeah.
Cuma
You
kalau
don't
kena
have to-
travel turun town ke CBD area,
Yeah.
parang leceh.
So just to top up tadi apa yang Kak Lin cakap tu, when she said troublesome tu, disebabkan usually case to case basis of course kalau misalnya kata family setting macam Kak Lin ni yang ada anak yang sakit with a medical report yang menyatakan yang she is the main caregiver which need to take care of a sick boy, example, it means the financial help supposed to be given to her every yearly. It means the renewal should be done only every yearly.
Okay.
So it means she doesn't have to renew it every 3 months or every 6 months. But for now, what Kak Lin say, what she means by troublesome is that why is that with the same medical reports, with her current family setting,
Okay.
she's not eligible for that 1 year.
Yalah.
But instead she has to go through every 3 months.
So why is that? Why is that so?
We already asked them, but they said this is the process that I have to go.
Okay.
Okay.
Macam dia punya SOP lah, protokol dia lah.
Which is not right.
Which is I feel like personally is a bit like ridiculous lah.
No,
Okay.
not a bit. It is very ridiculous.
Okay, because
Yeah.
macam like you say, like Kak Lynn is the main caregiver.
Yes.
Then she has to be like at home taking care of Aryan.
Yes,
Habis kalau macam nak keluar pergi sini semua macam
Betul.
menyusahkan lah.
betul.
So
Right.
how do you? Okay, Kak Lynn kerja tak?
I cannot work
Okay, why is that so?
due to Aryan's sickness. I
Okay.
need to be accompany him.
Tapi Kak Lynn pun are you able or are you healthy or are you like sick also?
I have my own sickness also.
Okay.
But I still
Have to.
got
Okay.
no choice.
So let's dive into Aryan right now.
Yes.
What does Aryan have?
Okay, Aryan have a sickness. It's very rare. The sickness called is IGD Hypersyndrome.
Yeah.
IGD Hypersyndrome.
Yeah.
It's very
Would you like to
rare.
explain? Someone got to explain what is hyper IGD.
Silakan.
So IGD Hypersyndrome it consists of arthritis, consists of having fever 5 to 7 days. So kadang-kadang it can be extended. It's rare. It's 0.0 a few percentage only in Singapore.
Oh, yes.
Which has I would like to know further here. The IGD Hypersyndrome is actually quite dangerous. You see.
Yes.
Yes, and is he actually diagnosed by the local doctors in Singapore?
Okay. When we went to doctor, since in 2019,
Yeah.
it take doctor around 2 years to know actually what he has. Because in the last sort of doctor have done so many tests, cancer, whatever sickness,
Okay.
can try on
To get the
other day.
diagnosis lah.
Yeah. So in the last hope that doctor only can do is to do a genetic test.
Okay.
And that genetic test in the COVID time. So we can't travel to US.
Correct.
So we only can send his blood.
Blood again.
Yeah. And that blood must be very, very fresh blood to do that genetic.
So how do you do it?
So they take the blood on Friday and they have to send right in the afternoon. After take
Kira
the blood,
macam straight ambil
Yeah.
darah terus nak kena fly.
kena flight, yes.
Oh, okay.
Cannot even, I mean, they have to reach there very, very
On time
on
kira
time lah. Because the way to do the blood test, they need a very fresh blood.
Okay, were the expenses of this blood test covered or was
Covered on the Singapore government.
it? Okay,
Yes, yes.
okay. At least it was covered.
Yeah.
That is something.
To do that test only, I think it's around 600.
Wow. Okay.
Just the blood test.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but were you offered to fly to the US to do this?
No, because it's on COVID. Yeah.
During COVID period.
I see. I see. So it means it doesn't happen.
No.
So no blood test was being done.
No,
The
it was
blood
done.
test done, but just only send the blood.
Katlin,
I
tengok sini,
see.
Katlin.
So you have got. So you have got the result already.
Yes, we have the result.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Because some may say that this is quite macam betul ke? You know, ada orang tanya betul ke gini? Did you really send it to US? A lot of questions will arise.
We have the cert.
Okay.
Sent by the US.
Kira ada diagnosis kali.
Yes.
Okay.
That
okay.
cert. What the professor tell me that. I mean, one of the professor in the KKH.
US,
Okay. He tell me how you keep your son birth cert is the same as you keep this letter as the birth cert.
It's a very very crucial important letter lah.
Correct.
Wow.
Okay. So penyakit yang Aryan ada ni sekian lama since 2019 dia ada. But
Dia ada since
birth.
baby. Yeah.
Since
Oh,
baby.
dari usia
So, since
baby
baby.
lagi.
Yeah.
Understand.
But up until 2019 that you do the test and everything. But only after 2 years
2021.
21 lepas 2 tahun baru they decided to do the genetic test.
Is that what it is?
Yes, because they already try so many.
Yelah,
So
kira
many.
selama berapa tahun tu they do whatever test they can do.
Correct.
Then the last result is a genetic
Genetic.
test.
Kira selama 2 tahun
all these
kita
tests
tak dapat
has been done
mendapati diagnosis Aryan.
Yeah.
Dan lepas 2 tahun baru didapati untuk hantar blood test ke
Correct.
US. Wow.
But for genetic, doctor will put it on the last part.
Kalau kira macam the last resort
everything. Pasal dia selalu ada diarrhea, everything. So they had scope to check everything. Also tak tahu apa. So only lah the doctor said that the last thing that we have to do is the genetic test.
Understand. Okay, mengenali dalam tentang Aryan. Berapakah umur dia sekarang?
Aryan now is 10 years old.
10 years old, okay. Macam mana keadaan sekolah dia?
Sekolah is quite bad lah.
Okay. Can you emphasize further how is it bad for him in school?
Like for school, 1 month he go to school because he will get 1 month he will get 3 or 2 episode of fever. And that fever will take times around 7 to 8 days to recover. It's not like a normal kid who can recover just for 3 or 4 days. For Aryan, it take a long time. And the way that he get the thing is like he have a fever, he will vomit, non-stop vomit, have rashes,
Okay.
and start to have swollen hands, swollen feet, everything.
Dia punya
Joint.
so okay.
So he got arthritis also.
Okay.
So yeah, that's how difficult it is lah.
So with these symptoms, Kak Lynn tahu that ini bukan sakit biasa-biasa.
Yeah, since
Sebab-
baby, I see him that he's not normal. I think I got the feeling that I very have the strong feeling that there's something wrong with him. That I need to be, I have to come back to Singapore.
Nak kena
to
bawa dia check lah.
Yeah, because when we stay in JB, we do bring him. We bring him to a normal hospital, a government hospital, a private hospital. But all that the doctor say is a normal thing for a small kid. Normal thing for a small kid. Until we don't know what you going to do to him already. So
Macam Kak Lynn cakap, dia punya sakit demam it's not normal macam 2-3 hari mesti baik. It takes quite a while.
It's like when normal kids, when learn to walk, they walk normal, right?
Correct.
For Aryan, no, he tic-tac-toe.
Tiptoe. Tic-tac-toe lain Kak Lynn.
Sorry.
Takut tic-tac-toe jumping. Jangan macam gitu Kak Lynn. Bukan tic-tac-toe guys bukan tic-tac-toe.
Tiptoe.
So dia jalan jengkit, macam jengkit lah. So you will never put flat.
Full flat feet. Okay.
Okay, so mengenali dalam lagi, Kak Lynn actually berkata that Kak Lynn bertinggal di JB dahulu.
Yes, saya.
Betul? Tunggu sekejap. Baik, tarik ni. Tarik belakang sikit. Kamera nanti. Sorry Sorry. Okay. Lagi. Sini sikit. Ni raw guys ni raw
Shift.
Okay, shift.
More. Yes.
Okay.
Habis tak nampak kau dah. Okay.
Cannot see you.
Tak boleh.
Tamai.
Dia ke depan kan lah.
Pasal kalau depan kau tak boleh nampak air.
Oh. Dia belakang lagi lah.
Belakang lagi.
Belakang lagi. Tak apa.
Belakang lagi.
Banyak aku nampak air keluar. Boleh?
Boleh baik. Situ. Okay, so mengenali dalam lagi.
Mari kita sambung.
Maaf ya semua. Camera important. Kita kena favor camera ya.
Okay, hold on. Let me just shout out because they were commenting that they cannot hear both of you. Yes, cannot hear because my phone, my live is only tagged with 2 microphones.
Correct.
One is with Kak Lynn and one is with myself. So you can only listen to Kak Lynn and myself for now.
Yes. Sementara ini sahaja. So siapa yang mahu, Kak Queen boleh bilang orang boleh tune into the episode izin.
Exactly. So the idea is you all want to hear the full questions by Tiga Bhai, a complete set of us chatting today. You can watch the podcast later.
Yeah.
Not later lah, but later in the week.
Next week lah.
Yeah. So kembali lagi.
Orang
Kak
tak ada
Lynn,
level fakir.
sabar, diam. Kita kembali kepada Kak Lynn actually mention that Kak Lynn dari Johor. Kak Lynn tinggal di Johor. Kenapa Kak Lynn di Johor dulu?
Okay. Once I meet is the father.
Okay.
We decide to stay in JB because I got no house in Singapore.
Okay.
So we stay in JB since before Christina was born.
Okay.
So I think around 18 years I stay in JB.
So it was you with your husband?
ex-husband.
Understand. Oh, okay. The ex Okay. Okay. Can I find out during the point of time during your ex-husband, is there any mistreatment or whatsoever that for you to run to Singapore?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Okay, because he abused us. Not only me, my kids also.
Oh,
So bila Christina di dunia ini juga dia hadapi abuse dari.
Correct. Since she was 2 years old.
Masya Allah. Okay. Okay.
He used to have a girlfriend.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
and
selingkuh.
he would drag. Yeah.
Kemain lagi
He would drag Christina, to talk with that girl, to make Christina
like
go and very
her,
close to her,
Kira-
everything. Yeah.
Trying to get a bond.
pandai buat kerja senyap.
Pandai dia buat kerja.
And
Kau
she was
faham
just
tak?
only 2 years old.
Apa?
And she
Problem sum libatkan budak kecil.
dia 2 years old pun dia belum pandai cakap.
Yelah, kira dia nak macam ambil hati.
Yeah.
Dia lambat cakap, dia cepat jalan.
Kenapa tak jalan tangan dia kat muka perempuan tu?
Bukan. Dia budak.
Oh, budak tu tau.
Maaf Ya.
Okay.
Ingatkan 2 tahun lepas.
So the father will lock us in the house
Okay.
so that we cannot go out anywhere.
Okay.
So since then, Christina cannot go to school.
Oh, okay.
Si-
She was
Christina-
deprived of education as well.
Yes.
Okay Kak, boleh saya tanya, macam how long did this happen? Dia macam berapa lama benda ni terjadi lah?
Okay. Since I know him, 2006, 2005.
Okay.
2005 to 2019, then I gone away from him.
Okay. Macam manakah cara pelarian tu?
Okay.
Pelarian
Oh, kau bawa macam dorang refugee gitu.
Because from there already, for 1 year plus, he never stay with us anymore.
Oh, dia cabut.
So,
Okay.
I tell him, why must you do like this? That's why I just leave you. I take away the kids. Whatever you want to do, you do. Whatever you want to get married or don't want to get married or how many wife you have, what you want also, it's up to you.
Yalah,
Wow.
as long as Kak Lin dengan anak-anak selamat,
We
tak ada
already
kena-mengena lah.
Yeah, because it's hurt all of us lah.
Understand.
Okay.
Understand.
And to now also, Aryan still on trauma.
Yeah, we can see him.
Close.
Yeah. Tak apa Aryan, kita dah habis dah. Dah habis. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Okay, it's okay.
Yeah, Aryan doesn't want to listen
Yeah.
about his father.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can see that he is actually quite traumatized by it, and it's okay. Aryan, please understand that your mother has went through a lot. Okay, and please understand that your sister has went through a lot. Okay, they have gone through highs and lows, and especially coming back to Singapore, it's not easy.
Right.
Having to find a house starting from day one. It's trying to sacrifice and trying to fight, and having you in the world it's a blessing for her. Don't think of it as that you are a burden. Please think of it that you are a warrior for her.
Yeah,
May
bro.
you grow up to actually work hard for your mother and your sister.
Dia umur baru 10 tahun bro.
Yelah.
Kau berbual
Kira
macam dia dah
motivation.
20, tak ada, cara kau berbual macam dia dah 20 tahun 30 tahun begitu.
Yeah, but I think he understands.
Yeah, simple English bro, relax.
Simple or not my English? My English
Simple.
simple right?
Tak ada lah Kak. Kak jangan up dia Kak. Dia English berbual.
Okay, so kita kembali lagi kepada Aryan, penyakit Aryan, bagaimana dia susah nak pergi ke sekolah, dan lagi macam manakah kakak tak kerja dan menjana hidup kakak ni hari-hari kan?
I got help from government, SSO.
Okay.
And I get from MUIS also.
Oh, MUIS.
Yeah.
Okay.
So far, Alhamdulillah, from now, still have lah from them.
Okay. So
So it's quite difficult lah. Actually, I cannot work. It's not that I don't want to go to work. His sickness make me very hard to go and work.
yelah.
Because I cannot depend on Christina only.
Yeah.
Christina need to study.
Ya, Kristina masih bersekolah kan?
Yes,
Yeah, okay.
she's only in Sec 1 this year.
Oh, okay.
So I cannot depend on her. And as a parents, I think I the one who should be with him. Not I have to put Christina, you have to do all this. I need to go to work.
Yeah.
And it's quite very difficult to take care of him. When he's sick, when he's sick, it's very, very, very difficult.
Pasal bila dia sakit, it will like macam link up with everything else.
Yeah, correct.
And you're
We
dealing with
have to-
everything alone.
Yeah, if we cannot walk, That means Christina also need to carry him. Even these few days before this, Christina have to carry him to go to toilet.
Understand.
Because the joint dia memang
Yeah,
tulang sakit.
correct. Dia punya kaki semua dah start bengkak-bengkak, everything.
okay.
Yeah.
So just to give a little bit understanding, Christina, as the elder sister, she's in secondary 1 now.
Yes.
But where else she's supposed to be in her secondary 4, right? So she's 3 years late.
Understand.
Okay. And for Aryan, he's supposed to be in primary 5, but he is in primary 4 now. So he's 1 year late.
Understand.
Yeah. So they started school late, but like I said, I think Christina has been a great pillar for Madam Lynn pada Umi dia dan juga adik dia, sebab Umi dia pun tak sihat, Kak Lynn pun tak sihat. Ya, kaki tak kuat disebabkan kes abuse dulu bersama dengan suami. So bekas suami. Ya, bekas
Ex bekas.
Betul.
Masih very loud.
Betul. Bekas suami Okay, jadi so having said that, macam cakap, Christina is the only one that supported the whole entire household lah.
Correct.
Buang sampah, angkat benda berat. Bila adik tak boleh bangun, adik sakit, Umi dia terpaksa panggil lah, Christina, tolong bangun sebab adik nak pergi toilet macam tu. Dan dia kena dokong adik dia. Faham? Sebab itu Allah jadikan dia gagah macam ni.
Bukan.
Betul.
Benar.
No, I always believe that why she is,
There's a reason why
big,
she's been
strong in this
why she's
build.
the elder sister.
Because there is no man in the house. Do you feel sometimes that you are the man in the house? You do, right? I believe so. Because I can see how much you behaved like, a son would instead of a daughter.
Yeah.
So really, I'm very proud of you. And I believe Aryan is very proud of your sister too, right? Suka kena dokong? Suka? Manja kali auntie ku datang, auntie ku dokong kau. Okay. So having said that, like I said, with all these past experiences, right now they are back in Singapore. I'm so glad that she managed to get out of that toxic relationship, that marriage.
Totally,
I'm so glad you did that for your children and for yourself. Yeah, you deserve better. So now talking about why we are doing this podcast. Because we really want to reach out to the right authorities.
Right? The right bodies
Right bodies.
Badan yang betul lah.
Yes, badan yang betul badan seperti aku. Untuk
kalau badan macam Kak kan saya gemuk gedebol.
Betul. Kita kalau combine kita satu badan yang sempurna.
InsyaAllah, masya-Allah.
Okay.
Tabarakallah.
Yes. So we need the right authorities to come forward and also to look very details. Very
100%.
Yeah. Not only financial, not only the way of living. Rumah mereka. Not only that, education for the children, support system, and also healthcare. Healthcare. All right. So, what is the next question? We should just jump to the sickness part, because I think kita tak lagi explain what exactly is IGD
Hypersyndorme.
Yes.
So sebelum kita jangan menggaduh. Jangan menggaduh. Okay, aku nak tanya soalan ni, jangan.
Abang kita bawa soalan tu ke next episode.
Belum lagi. Masih panjang lagi. Masih panjang lah. Pasal kita nak mendalami semua dalam satu episod ni, so semua orang boleh faham dan dengar. Dan kita extend kita punya episod ni pasal kita nak menjanakan pertolongan kepada Kak Lynn. So kepada para pendengar kami, stay tune dengan ni episod. So
belum habis.
Belum habis. So Kak Lynn, saya nak Kak Lynn jawab soalan ni kerana sinopsis dalam podcast kita tadi, video di mana pendengar-pendengar kita akan tengok di video, mendapati that Kak Lynn bercakap that Kak Lynn akan disaman 5,000 atau Kak Lynn dikehendaki masuk dalam penjara dan anak-anak Kak Lynn diambil.
Correct.
Betul?
Betul.
Okay. How are you receiving this right now?
Okay, sekejap. Because this question our viewers cannot hear, cannot listen. So seperti host Tiga Bhai kata dan bertanya dengan Kak Lynn, is Kak Lynn ada sebut yang dia akan disaman $5,000 ataupun dimasukkan ke dalam penjara ataupun keduanya. So
Dan anak dia akan diambil.
Dan anak-anak dia iaitu Kini dan Aryan akan ditarik oleh pihak kerajaan.
Yeah.
Okey, penjagaan lah. Jadi kenapa? Apa sebab statement tu?
Yeah.
Kenapa harus disaman dan harus pergi ke prison? Kenapa?
Okay, because Aryan kerap tak datang sekolah
Yeah.
due to his sickness. It's like if you don't want, if you Aryan tak datang sekolah, you have to take MC.
Yeah, betul.
Okay.
Betul.
And Aryan's sickness is like every month. Even no matter how he take his injection, the first injection is Anak is like every day. He need to injection every day. Every day one time. And the cost of the medicine is 100 plus. Okay, one time injection only 100 plus. So now have been changed to a new medicine, 2 week one time.
Okay.
Okay, that one will be taken in the hospital. So far I don't do. Taken in the hospital. So with that medicine also, he still fall sick. Because we go to school, you will never know who in that class is sick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you know some parents now, they are working. So might as well they just, pergilah, kau pergi sekolah je lah.
Kalau sakit sikit je lah.
Yeah, and he cannot.
Okay, Kak Lynn. Back to the question. So when you said that statement, you akan disaman 5,000, you akan dimasuk dalam penjara. Can I know where this statement comes from? Where this idea come from?
Where is the idea come from?
Yeah,
okay.
Siapa yang beritahu you ni benda ni?
Yeah. Did you receive a letter?
Yeah, from the MOE.
Say.
Yeah.
From the MOE lah.
So you did not receive a letter from MOE, but what
there's
exactly happened?
No, okay. It's like last year, when in March, Aryan start to have this problem already. So he never go to school. So then they already send a social worker, MOE social worker to our house.
Okay.
From there, we are waiting. We are waiting for the MOE to call us. But they drag the thing until March. Then only they call us to have a meeting. In that period of March to September, they doing nothing. They never ask Aryan to go to school in the short period or whatever lah they can be done. They never.
For selama 6 bulan.
Yes.
Diorang tak ada get back dengan
No.
Kak Lynn, tak ada cakap apa-apa.
Only in September, they said you have to come for the meeting for Aryan case lah.
Okay.
So we went there. The 3 of us went there.
Okay.
The 3 of us and our social worker from SBL Tampines. We went to MOE. And when we come, they asked me all to sit. And straight away, he would tell to the kids, more to Aryan. Okay, can you read this one? Aryan said no. Okay.
Read what? Can I ask? Read what?
Okay, there is a letter in front of us. He said that if you never go to school, never attend school, there's no MC given, your mother have to go to prison. We have to take her to court, go to prison. If she cannot pay 5,000, and she will have to go to prison lah.
Go to prison.
Wait. So that letter that was written, the one that you just mentioned, they asked Aryan to read it.
Yeah.
Aryan to see
And read it.
but Aryan said, I don't know.
Is that right, Christina? Were you there? You were there. So and Aryan said Aryan couldn't read it.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Maaf mencela. Tak, selama 6 bulan yang akak tunggu bulan 3 sampai bulan 9 tu. So Aryan kerap tak pergi sekolah.
Correct. Because he's masih sakit.
So like,
and he got trauma with the vice principal who come and disturb, make him more trauma.
Okay,
Vice Principal dia
how
cakap?
could you elaborate on that? Like, macam, what is the
Because
trauma
in March,
getting back?
March last year, when they are not in the school, okay, Kisina also got problem with the vice principal. They are in the same school. Okay. And they said that they come to our house. They said that they have to come and talk to the kids. So I said, okay, I got no problem if you come over and talk to the kids.
Home visit.
Okay.
Home visit lah. Okay, when the teacher, one of the teacher and the vice principal, they came, they talked. I said, you can come in. The teacher, the lady teacher can come in and talk with them. But I don't want the principal to be in yet because I know that they have this problem with them, with the vice principal. So when the vice principal come in and talk, when the teacher are talking to them, they are okay already. Even though they start crying, they throw some emotional scared, everything, Aryan. Okay. So when the vice principal come in and they shout to the kids, I want you all, both of you to get ready. You use your uniform now. I want to take you to go to school.
Okay, so let's clarify this again. The vice principal came to your house, shouted at your kids,
Correct.
forced them to wear the uniform
And go to school.
and go to
At
school
12:30
PM.
PM. Okay, with no concern of whether Aryan was sick, and with the fact that you were also not fully able to take care of the whole to take care of the whole situation, whilst Christina is the one that has to be the head of the family at this point of time. Am I right?
Just because at that point of time, Aryan kerap tak pergi sekolah.
Correct.
So dia datang rumah.
So what is the shouting for?
Rabak je. Kira nak getak dorang kan?
Yeah, so that the
Nak
kids,
takutkan dorang.
they scared, right? So they have to go lah.
Okay.
Even though it's already 12:30 and at 1:30 is finishing school already.
Okay, but correct me if I'm wrong, Kak Queen. As a civil servant,
Yeah.
as a vice principal of a school,
Yeah.
are you supposed to shout at a student in their own household or vicinity?
Well, the question by the host to my viewers, I believe you can't hear. So, Nas was asking if it's okay for a vice principal or any teachers of a sort to come over to any household, okay, to shout or raise their voice to get and force the kids to go to school. So Nas was asking me this question for my opinion. Well, to my opinion is home visit is okay.
Alright.
Home visit is very normal for any schools.
Yeah.
So I think it's a very good practice that any school do home visit because it shows concern, right? Concern, and they care for the well-being of their students, right?
Okay.
But for in this case, like I said, I've heard this before from Kathleen as well as Christina herself,
Okay.
and even Aryan approved to the whole story because they are the one that go through this. So when they were visited during that day around 12 plus also, I just feel, you know what, that question, that threat is very unnecessary. Number one is you come for a home visit.
Yes.
First and foremost, adab tak ada lah.
Manners lah.
Manners lah. No manners as
Yeah.
one. And you are not showing good example.
Yeah.
Not showing good example to the two children. Now forcing the kids to go to school at 12 plus and the school ends at 1:30, it doesn't make sense at all.
Okay.
So first and foremost, I would like to ask the objective of that home visit. What's the objective? It's just to find out what happened. Why aren't you both not at school?
There wasn't any concern, and then there wasn't any empathy nor sympathy.
Yes, I think we are really lacking of that now.
Yeah, I feel like
based on this.
that home visit was more of like trying to get. I feel like there's a motive.
No, I think that's a show of power.
Show of authority.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
Correct.
There's more to it.
Wow. Okay.
Show of authority because I think you are a vice principal and you bring a teacher along to force the kids over to school, but ended up, where did they put you when you reach school? In the counselor room. So both kids were taken from home, and Aryan was crying during that time because he refused to go to school because he wasn't feeling well, and then was forced to go to school, but ended up upon reaching school, they were put in a counselor room. Okay, and then the counselor steps in, right? And all they did was just ask what?
Why did they come to?
Oh, so the counselor just apparently just asked the kids what happened, why you both are here, why did the principal go over, the vice principal go to your home, you know, blah, blah, just to find out that, right? Okay. And after that, at 1:30, you both were released home. Is that right?
Correct.
So, guys, I cannot understand what's the motive, what's the objective, because all this can be done via email, can be done via call, and even during the home visit, I think some empathy and finding out what really happened is very important here.
Yeah, and then he should just have like, kalas, finish.
Okay, I'm not instigating this. I'm trying to figure out and clarify this further. Was there ever a time, adakah satu masa vice principal datang ke rumah untuk duduk dan bersembang dan tanya keadaan Aryan, bagaimanakah kesihatan dia?
No. Never.
So the first,
What was your question again?
Were there ever a time that the vice principal came to the house to have a conversation and ask how Aryan was doing?
right? Okay. Soalan kedua, adakah cikgu-cikgu Aryan atau Kristina mendatang menjemput diri untuk mencari mereka dan tanya keadaan rumah dan keadaan kesihatan mereka?
They know how we living. They see by themselves.
But adakah diorang datang and see and do a house visit to check on their conditions and their health?
No.
Wow. Okay.
I feel like for Christina part, there's nothing much. But then for Aryan, it's like a lot to play.
Yeah.
Pasal Aryan yang kerap tak pergi sekolah, sakit. So I feel like as a teacher, as an educator, you know, like sifat, like you should have that apa nurturing characteristic what. So,
Sifat belah ihsan. Yeah.
He have that when the teacher in his primary 1, okay, and in primary 1 he have to join 2 years. 2 years in primary 1. He have the same teacher
Okay.
who understand what his situation right now.
Okay, then what happened?
Okay, and that teacher dah tak ada kat situ lagi.
Dah tak ada means
Dia
dah,
tak sekolah situ, dia tak mengajar lagi.
Ingat
Kau
dah.
ingat ni?
Ya, ingat Innalillah bukan
Dia dah tak mengajar
dah
dah
cikgu.
sekolah.
So
Okay.
that somehow affected
Yes,
Aryan
correct.
because Aryan felt that that's the only teacher that he
That
can
understand
goes
him.
to.
Yeah.
He goes to, right?
Okay.
Okay, so back to where we were just now.
Yeah.
Ya pasal apa ni?
Kesakitan.
Dorang suruh Aryan baca that thing.
Yes, we should go back to that.
That investigate lady read to Aryan. Okay. Okay. If you don't want, I read for you. Okay. If your mother, if you never attend school, your mother, we will drag her to go to.
She mentioned drag
Yeah, we were.
I mean, sorry, Nas. That question is valid, but I think we can't use what she said because I
maybe-
don't think so. It's word for word here. But I
Christina
think
is approving of it. She's saying direct.
But I think the understanding.
Okay.
We just put it is how Kak Farlynn is putting it now in words, maybe not word for word lah.
Okay.
So let's not go there. You know,
Because she the law,
is it?
she summarized it.
Okay, so just based on Kak Farlynn's understanding, so what was written in the letter?
He said that by that one is last year. Okay.
Right.
Okay. When
Can you help me to go and match? Drag the thing and match. You're
Tak apa,
nearer.
berbual kat dulu. So dorang
when he read that lady read to Aryan.
Yeah.
He said that the MOE person read to Aryan. Said that okay, if you never go to school, never attend any school properly or what, then they will make me
Go to jail.
Go to court.
Okay.
By the court, they said that if I cannot pay $5,000,
Yeah.
I have to be in prison, and both of you will never see your mother again.
Wow.
Sampai begitu ya.
Right.
And they said all this in front of you.
In front of me, in
Your
front of
two
my two
kids.
kids.
Apa ni? It is so unprofessional. It is so sad to hear that authority figure, orang atasan boleh berbual macam gitu.
And it's not one time only. It's when they came to home visit also, they keep reminding Aryan the same thing.
And then the fact that dorang cakap gitu dengan seorang kanak-kanak
So
yang you know who
that's
is
how
having,
that's why you feel if you are in Aryan place,
Yalah.
of course Aryan will not go anywhere. He worried. He worried if he go to school, there's something happen to me, or when he in the school, then I no longer there.
Instead of encouraging, instead of motivating
Correct.
a 10-year-old boy,
Correct.
dia berbual macam gitu, dia kasih satu apa ni, what strike in Malay? Kecaman.
Ugutan.
Ugutan. Yeah. So kecaman lain, kecaman
Wow,
Hindu.
ugutan,
Ugutan.
say.
Yeah.
Wow,
So instead,
Melayu.
like I said, instead of encouraging or talking to him in a very like nice, positive manner, they were like macam threatening him.
I mean, instead of that letter, instead of putting it across to the family or to the boy about that $5,000 about going to prison, if let's say you do not go to school, that means your mother is responsible for this.
Yes.
Instead of that, my question now to the authority or to MOE directly is, why didn't we go down deeper to even understand why didn't the boy go to school? Why is it so hard for the boy to be at school? Why is her? I mean, there are always a different way to approach this. Why take up this approach? Because ultimately, to my understanding, it does affect the entire family. That my mother got to go to prison, and in fact, for Madam Lynn herself says, I'm afraid if that really happened, and if I have to go to prison, then my 2 kids, who's going to take care of my 2 kids? No. Okay, so I think that could be a better approach. Definitely.
Right? There is a better approach, and this what happened wasn't right lah.
Yes.
So like you instill fear in a 10-year-old boy. That's not right. I
think it's totally not right.
And then like if you were to go in deeper, you will just see everything comes to a circle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why dia tak pergi sekolah, dia sakit apa gini, gerbak-gerbuk. So like kalau kita as a common person boleh nampak, why not?
Okay, so sorry.
Yeah.
I know you are holding that back, but let me say this, okay? This got to be in the podcast.
Go ahead.
Okay, this got to be in the podcast. If let's say MOE come forward and say, look here, this is our policy, right?
Yes.
So, and we have law.
Yes.
We have law regards to education in Singapore for every of our Singaporean kids.
Yes.
Betul. Okay, fine. Now let's go back to the compulsory Education Act.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Is it called compulsory education act?
Correct, yes.
Okay.
Some sort around there lah.
Somewhere around there. So we have this act which was started in year 2000. For everyone to know here, in year 2000 they came out with this act, okay, where a primary school going kid
6 to 15 years old.
Yes, between 6
To
years
15.
old to 15 years old Singaporean kid must go to school.
Yes.
Must go to school. So there's an act for this. Okay, but however, they also have to know that with this act, there are clause that says that the kids can be exempted if they are suffering from a chronic illnesses.
Yes, which he is actually.
Which definitely clear-cut Aryan has a chronic because you know why? Hyper IGD is a rare disease and apparently in Singapore, he is the only boy who is having hyper IGD.
Sabar Kak. Yeah.
Right.
IGD Hypersyndrome.
IGD Hypersyndrome whatever sebelum aku jadi hyper.
Ya, sabar.
You know?
Ya, sabar.
Pasal nampak macam aku dah hyper kan?
Tak. Nampak macam pekik sangat ni.
Okay. Geram kan?
Aku takut apa? Kita pendengar ingat Kak Queen yang marah dorang.
No. Sometimes you know why? I have to put some tuning, to what I say because I want them to understand that I cannot brain this.
Understand.
This is not frustration per se, but this is I cannot brain this. What are you guys doing?
As a common person that is going through and listening to this story, you feel that this is not viable. This is
tak masuk
ridiculous. Macam ada Education Act di mana anak
diploma pun tak boleh brain.
Exactly,
di mana anak ada chronic sickness.
And do you know that under this act also, they can exempt Aryan from going to school.
Yeah.
And another thing is MOE, we can make a special arrangement in terms of Aryan's education moving forward, right? So that means the family and MOE can work together, and even the school can work together to see what kind of special arrangement can be done for Aryan. If they are so concerned about education lah. If they're so concerned lah, exemption is not for Aryan, then can we do some special arrangement here?
Understand.
That's the question.
Okay, saksikan nanti di mana kita akan rungkaikan lebih tentang ini.
Yes.
Di mana MOE boleh buat special arrangement untuk Aryan, dan di mana kita akan rungkaikan lebih tentang Kak Lynn's personal story dan Aryan's Hyper IGD syndrome.
Yes, kita pun nak kena cepat-cepat masuk ke kita punya break.
Ya.
Sebab aku tengok Kak Queen pun berasap dah.
Ya, nampak tadi. Tu pasal aku cepat tutup tengok kamera favor kamera dulu.
Aku tadi pesan Kak Lin jangan hyper sangat.
Ya.
Kan aku hyper kenapa?
Itulah Kak. Tadi okay, Safaraz, please wrap it up.
Okay, terima kasih kerana mendengar episod yang agak special hari ini. Catch us on the next one. We'll talk more about it. Khuda Hafiz.
Khuda Hafiz. Kak Queen, Khuda Hafiz.
Khuda Hafiz.
Yeah.